In the headlines, Prime Minister Skerrit calls for accelerated restoration of utilities. Ministry of Agriculture records over $700 million loss, and Domlec to outsource crew for meeting restoration deadlines. Hello and welcome to National Focus. I am Prisca Julien. Stay tuned for details of the headline stories and others coming up.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. You know, in everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light, you know, because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that these same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. You know, it's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. Now for the details. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has declared that he will have no tolerance for delayed restoration of utility services to Dominicans. Addressing stakeholders at a government consultation recently, the Honorable Prime Minister expressed that he believes both the sole water and electricity companies Domlec and Dowasco should be more advanced with utility restoration post-Maria.
We need, nonetheless, to acknowledge responsibility and the source of authority in our quest to get things done. Let's start with the basics. Access to clean running water. Is it acceptable that 5 months after the passage of Hurricane Maria, potable water has not been restored to all communities, homes, and businesses? Of course it is not. You are upset about this, and I am upset about this, and the country in general has a right to be upset about this. The same goes for the lack of electricity.
The Dominica leader says better needs to be done for the people.
Dowasco has to crank up. Water is too critical for our hygiene and our health and our sustenance for contractors to be working with contracts all over Dominica and not implementing the contract. And then you have residents of many parts of the country, including suburban areas, with no water. My level of tolerance is extremely profound. But I do not have any more tolerance when it comes to these two utility companies. They have to do better, and they must do better for the people of Dominica post-Maria.
The Prime Minister has pledged that government will assist with accelerating restoration of these services however possible. In efforts to assist Domlec in meeting its deadline, the nation's leader has secured a commitment of additional human resource from the Cuban government.
We have been ably assisted by the revolutionary government of Cuba and the Cuban people, who have had a number of linesmen here on the ground. They were supposed to leave at the end of March. Domlec has requested the government that we request the Cuban authorities to extend that stay. We have requested that of the Cuban authorities, and they have agreed to extend them up until the end of April to assist with additional linesmen on the ground to power up the country.
The bulk of expenses of the Cuban team remaining in Dominica will be absorbed by the governments of Dominica and Cuba. The agriculture and fisheries sectors next to housing were the hardest hit by Hurricane Maria. Assessments after Hurricane Maria revealed that near 100% of Dominica's agriculture was destroyed. according to reports from the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Reginald Thomas. That damage quantifies to over $700 million in loss.
If we were to try to quantify the impact of Maria, agriculture, and we refer to crop and livestock, suffered about $480 million, forestry about 149, fisheries 80, a total loss of about $709 million. If we were to quantify the other associated losses, I'm sure that would be much greater in terms of the loss and the impact to agriculture.
The Permanent Secretary detailed the effects of Maria on agriculture.
We had severe soil erosion, organic matter and nutrient loss, loss of arable lands required for production, loss of production, of which livestock and crop livestock, particularly our poultry sector, where we lost almost 95% of that production. And incidentally, Dominica had not imported eggs for over 47 years, and in the first time we had to import eggs. Our crop loss as well, loss of revenue and livelihoods, severe damage to the terrestrial and marine habitats, destruction of our reefs, destruction of our nature sites.
Dr. Thomas was addressing a National Rebuilding and Economic Partnership consultation last week. In more news, the Dominica Water and Sewerage Company, DOWASCO, has to date restored pipe-borne water to about 90% of its customers. Prior to Hurricane Maria, DOWASCO supplied 98.5% of Dominica with potable water. General Manager of DOWASCO, Bernard Etinoff, speaking at last week's National Rebuilding and Economic Partnership consultation, says to date company has reached a 90% restoration mark.
Water service is now fully restored to approximately 90% of the customers nationally at a cost of just over $13 million, either spent or committed to date on recovery and rehabilitation efforts.
Etinoff detailed the status of DOWASCO's 42 water systems.
The status of water supply as we speak, there is now full restoration of 32 out of 42 water systems, partial restoration to 5 out of the 42 water areas, and restoration pending to 5 out of the 42 water areas.
Suffering a major blow, the utility company has to date recorded revenue loss of $4.1 million. In addition, the cost of damage for the water system, repairs for the Roseau sewerage system is expected to rise above $1 million.
Damage to the sewage infrastructure has been extensive, and in spite of DOWASCO spending in excess of $1 million to restore the sewage system in Roseau following Tropical Storm Maria, that cost is expected to be even greater following Hurricane Maria.
DOWASCO has also outlined its plans for building a more climate-resilient water system, which will include fortified infrastructure and backup systems. And finally, the Dominica Electricity Services, Domlec, is reassuring the public that efforts to outsource human resource for electricity restoration should help the company meet its previously announced target date. Projections of the power company after Hurricane Maria detailed that island-wide restoration of electricity should be realized by April 2018, about 7 months after the storm. Dave Stamp, Generation Manager at Domlec, addressing the government-organized rebuilding consultation last week, said about 8,400 of Domlec's customers have to date been reconnected.
We are currently over 8,400 customers have been restored. That's our pre-Maria customer base was approximately 36,000. So that represents about 23% of our customer base, our pre-Maria customer base.
Stamp says it is the intention of Domlec to significantly increase those numbers in short time. The severe blow to Domlec's transmission and delivery system is estimated at a cost just under $15 million. Nevertheless, he says the company is hopeful for quick island-wide restoration through engagement of additional crew.
We are bringing in additional crews. The T&D restoration resource complement of just about 60 linemen and other personnel. We estimate that we need an additional 60 overseas resources from Creole, from other utilities, and even we're recruiting overseas linemen contract companies in order to fill this gap. So currently on the ground, we have just about 42 additional overseas line resources to assist us. It's our intention in the next 2 weeks to have this complement brought up to about 60. And with this 120 line resources, we think we can significantly increase the rate of restoration.
In addition to the local challenges, the company has reported that because other Caribbean islands were also affected by hurricanes either just before or after Hurricane Maria hit Dominica, human resource is limited and as such creating a strain for the company. Meantime, in response to the public's concern of hanging electrical wires and fallen poles, Stamp says this will be resolved in short order.
The leaning poles and wires. Now, we recognize that this is an issue because we are focused on safety and public liability issues. Now, what we have done, or what we have been doing, is that we have set up dedicated teams in order to address these issues. And what you should be seeing shortly is that we should be seeing more teams being assigned. As soon as we get the resources, a lot of the resources in that we mentioned, some of the overseas resources, we'll be able to assign more teams to this. So in the next coming weeks, you will see a significant improvement in the correction of some of these issues.
And that's news. Stay tuned for Creole Highlights with Shaakira, Pierre.
I've been in the business for over 16 years. I get up in the mornings and I look forward to having the next cruise ship both on island. When the visitor steps off the ship, the first impression is me. And I believe that I need to put my best foot forward and to ensure that everything I do it to the best of my ability. Based on my recommendation, visitors go to various sites, restaurants, bars, and vendors. I take that responsibility very seriously. I would like that the guest receives the same service that I have provided to that individual or guest. This business is bigger than me. Everybody plays a role. The cleaner who cleans my bus, my mechanic who does my checks, those persons ensure that I provide a quality service to the guest. The tourism dollar doesn't just stop with me. It allows me to pay the bank, visit the supermarket to feed myself and family, and have a drink with friends. My name is Jenna Gist, and tourism is my business.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel accueillant. Moi, c'est Shaakira, Pierre. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit fait déclaration qui est pas content et puis rat la moun ka tape glo et puis clété à Domlec après cyclone Maria. Pendant Premier ministre Skerrit te ka adressé une consultation, il dit compagnie glo et puis clété teni pour ja fait pli travail après cyclone Maria. Honorable Skerrit dit pli meilleur supposé fait ba moun Domlec. Ayo effort pour aider Domlec pour joindre date la yo ba pour ba won pays la clété. Gouvernement tape commitment hot gouvernement Cuba pour ni nom ka travail en affaires électricité en pays là. Quand c'est moun Cuba là ka weste à Domlec pour travail, gouvernement Domlec et puis Cuba qui joindre dépenses là. À d'autres nouvelles, gouvernement Domlec établit un MOU et puis gouvernement Russia pour situation désastre. Vendredi, pendant une donation bagay soulagement, ministre Justice Honorable Reuben Blackmore dit qu'il a voué Domlec qui bénéficie l'eau en soulagement après un désastre de relations diplomatiques et puis Russia. Apa MOU la ki ke wede Domlec pou webati, gouvernement Rocha aussi poursuit d'autres assistance par Domlec co-générateur, manger et puis matouyo pou kay. Honorable Blackmore vous remercie gouvernement Rocha pour assistance la yo ka ba Domlec depuis cyclone Maria. A cérémonie là, ou la document là teni pour signer, directeur qui ka ak ba ministre emergency Rocha, di Rocha gouvernement te toujours vle wede Domlec en temps ça là. Domlec et puis Rocha établi relation publique à l'année 1995. Compagnie Clété Domlec Domlec ka di public la FO la pour taper assistance l'autre pays pour joindre date la yote ba pour ba tout pays la Clété. Après cyclone Maria, Domlec te di yote ke ba tout pays la Clété par avril l'année ça là, qui te fait 7 mois après cyclone la passé. Dave Stamp, Generation Manager Domlec qui ka ak, pendant une consultation pour faire Domlec premier pays là qui sa pour changement climatique, dit actuellement 8400 customers Domlec ni électricité. Stamp dit Domlec voulait augmenter numéro ça là en temps là qui ka vini. Dommage là qui te fait pour système Domlec qui ka délivré et puis transmission c'est à valer $15 millions. Malgré ça, c'est un problème. Stamp dit compagnie là qui travaille wed et puis assistance au monde l'autre pays pour mener Clété batout. Actuellement, 42 normes de l'autre pays qui travaille à Domlec et puis il y a 2 semaines qui a venu, Domlec voulait mener numéro ça là pour 60. Chef l'a dit par d'autres pays étaient dommagés par différents cyclones et bien difficile pour taper assistance à d'autres pays et puis ça c'est un problème pas Domlec. Et puis finalement, compagnie Glo Domlec de Wasco dit actuellement 90% customer ni Glo à Kayo. Avant cyclone Maria passé septembre l'année passée, de Wasco te ka poursuivi Glo par 98,5% Domlec et puis Glo pour boire. Chef de Wasco Bernard Etinoff pendant été ka parler pendant une consultation semaine passée, dit compagnie la wive 90% pour bas payer la Glo. Il dit pour faire ça possible, compagnie là teni pour dépenser $30 millions à son effort pour réhabiliter. Etinoff dit 32 hot 42 systèmes Glo ka koui bien. Quand compagnie là tape un mauvais blow de Wasco dit yo en perdant à valer $4.1 millions. De Wasco ni pour dépenser plus que $1 million pour wager système Glo Wozo. Ça, c'est tout pour Nouvelle à Creole. Non, moi, c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
That's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS on facebook.com/GIS News Dominica and also follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I am Prisca Julien. Thanks for watching.